G'day guys, I've just returned from the World Team Championships and I was very lucky to be able to have an interview whilst I was over there in person with Alexandre Sacco, who is a very prominent and very successful Chaos Space Marine player. We talked about his list, we talked about his results within the Warmasters singles event, and we also talked a little bit about Chaos Space Marines in general and got some of his thoughts on the way that you can run this faction most successfully. So with that being said, let's get stuck into the interview.
Look for the blood god.
First of all, thank you for taking the time to sit down and have a chat to me. You've run the CSM, you've ran them in the Warmaster singles, and you're on the same list in the teams, and you've been doing really well with them. So I guess best place to start is tell us a little bit about your experience so far with WTC. You enjoying it? First time? Give us a bit of a rundown.
Yeah, it's my first time in WTC. I got the time to play the Warmaster and the WTC team. I'm playing for Belgium this year, even if I wore an England shirt.
So you got an England shirt, you're from France, but you're playing for Belgium.
Yeah,
you're a true international man.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Worldwide, you know. And so yeah, I'm running CSM because, as I did back in the years in the GT, I'm playing CSM only now. I haven't sold my Harley Quinns that I took in New Mexico.
Yeah, so you're a true loyal CSM player.
Yeah, I'm only CSM, World Eaters, Tyson, or Death Guard, things like that, even if I don't play them for a while now.
Yeah.
World Eaters, you know, it's not really good.
I know it all too well.
Yeah, so for the building process, when the index come out, the preview of the index come out, the Dark Pact rules seems really good, Abaddon seems really strong, but at first we knew nothing about leaders, how that works, something like that. So when the index came out, I was like, wow, CSM is so strong. Process have been devastating wound, Oblique seems so good. Thermies are so tanky.
Yeah.
And then the points come. What's a bit of a bummer because CSM is not that expensive, but nothing is cheap.
Yeah.
Let's
there's no like 25-30 point units that you can bring in.
Yeah, nothing.
And the units that I find, like even the Chosen, things like that, they're really good.
Yep.
But you don't get lots of them. So you don't have a lot of trading pieces.
Yeah, you cannot have trading places like you could have back in the day with 6 units of Noise Marines and big unkillable bricks. So I've tested many things. I've tested the 12 Blitz list, obviously because that's fun with 100 brutes, but that doesn't work, especially on the WTC table.
Yeah.
Moving 4 is just a pain in 10th edition. And then the Thermies brick. It was a big disillusion.
Yeah.
Because
it's a hard one. We tested out a few different versions as well, of course. In my experience, the Termi brick was an all-in kind of play. If you can pull off the tricks you need with that Termi brick, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But if your opponent can shut them down, your list just falls apart.
Yeah. I've tried many things with them, so 10 of them with Abaddon is like more than 700 points. So. Yeah. Really ultra expensive. They take all of your resources because you're gonna Nuggle strat every turn, so everything else has been shot. You may need to rapid ingress them, but then against Space Marines you're gonna lose because there's an infiltrator on everything like that. And you're gonna pay for CP for be able to advance and charge, so that already free CP spent on the brick just to be shot and dead on everything. I mean, just a Death Watch, that is a bad codex for me. Just house you, shoot at you within 12, charge, kill everything, except even with Abaddon. So I didn't even know if I was playing CSM, maybe I was going for knights. But in the end, I just tell my team to trust me and let me cook something. And I went with everything in the codex.
Yes.
So I test the 10-man Chosen bricks, the 10-man Possessed, 3 Force Fiend, 0 Force Fiend, full Blitz, no Blitz. And in the end, what I found was Chosen I really like the data sheet and the points because they are pretty cheap. They are pretty soft with 3 wounds each, but they don't hit that hard. They don't barely kill 5 marines.
Yeah.
But then you come up with the characters.
Yeah, the characters are where it's at. It's funny how every edition, Chaos Space Marines, it's all about the characters.
Always, every edition. And this time is really different because the characters is not a smash characters, but a really buff characters.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the days was the Dark Apostles, Master of Possession, but a Lord or Master of Execution coming to buff units first time. And you came up with 2 things. Either you play the Chosen Undivided with a Chaos Lord in it, and you get a unit that can advance and charge, pop up for free the Undivided Stratagem, 2 times. 1 time you paid it, 1 time for free.
Yep.
And if you're playing second, it's even better because you go out, charge, pop up the strat, then it's another battle round.
Yeah.
You get 2 armor of content for free.
Yeah.
Really ultra good. And playing second is already better in every situation because of the primary difference.
Yep.
So rapid ingressing.
Rapid ingress is way better if you go in second.
And now you have another thing. If you go second, you are really better at the opponent. So, and when you do the math, for example, I was designed to go against Death Watch, Orc needs Tyson or something like even the Mirror. And the Chaos Lord kill almost alone like 8 Space Marines without armor of content. Because you pop up the damage free once per game, and you're going to fish for the mortal wound, and every 6 is free. So 2 6s is 3 Marines dead.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
Yeah, I've really found that the units are just a delivery mechanism for the character.
Yeah.
The characters are the main story. And yeah, the Chaos Lord is a perfect example of that, because those devastating wounds on that Thunderhammer, they just do work.
Yeah, there's a lot of work, and you can even pop the Precision Stratagem to get rid of, for example, Abaddon,
Yeah.
Ahriman, or everything like that. And the Chosen itself, because of the free Stratagem, become really soft or really killy. And you have, I played 2 times units like that, and the opponent cannot this because you just send 1, they die, you trade, fine. You send 2, kill, you can interrupt for free against some Orc. I just play against Orc, for example, and I got 2 of my Chosen out. It charged 2 times. I paid 2 CP, armor of content for free, so we killed 1 Chosen because Orcs have no IP.
Yeah.
And I interrupt for free, and then I kill the squad, get to push because I have the objective. I could consolidate into an objective.
Yeah.
Advance and charge next turn, get into this back line. The fight you can also advance, shoot and charge, but you can advance, shoot and do action.
Yeah, being able to do advanced and cleanse and advanced teleport homers and things like that means that you're able to just come on rapid ingress and then next turn just go pop on action in there.
Yep.
Very, very strong.
Yeah, and I never play them in rapid ingress because of the Rhino. So Rhino is a take piece. I don't see a lot of CSM take, and I think that's not a mistake, but you don't need to sleep on the Rhino because you're able to cleanse, to teleport armor.
Yeah.
Against the GSC, it charge a big 20-man blob, and that's it.
Yeah.
Until the end of the game, it cannot.
Even just things like I played into a Custodes play because I've got a Rhino with my Berserkers and my Master of Execution, which functions very similar to the Chosen. And I played into Custodes and I was like, yep, cool, the Rhino's going to charge in here, the Berserker's going to charge in there, and then you get to fight first being Custodes, but all of these guys have to fight the Rhino.
Yeah.
Which means they're not fighting the Berserkers, which means most of the Berserkers are going to live because only like 1 or 2 Custodes are going to get to hit them. So Rhinos, I agree, people sleeping on them, people should be taking more Rhinos.
Even CSM have 2 really bad matchups that are obviously Crafter Eldar and GSC.
Yeah.
And again, GSC, Chosen and Rhino are just popping the match for WTC speaking to 3-4 to maybe 8-12.
Yeah.
Because they have some difficulties to kill the Rhino, or at least they need to pop up a demolition charge unit on the Rhino.
Yeah.
Then you come out, and you not the same turn obviously because of battle shock, but after that, when the demolition charge unit come, you need to pop armor of content, and you have 3 wounds for damage 2 piece. So that's 2 demolition charge for kill 1 Chosen.
Yeah.
And this is really important to see how with the math that goes in the table, because you're gonna have the Lord live, and the Lord alone kill 10 man acolytes every time.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chosen are really good. Oblitz only 4, because you sometimes need this out of line of sight shooting to get rid of something, a transport or something like that. Possess, I really like them. one squad of 5, get rid of 10-man marines, get rid of an exocrine, something like that.
Yeah.
No more.
I think particularly also on these tables, they're quite dense. So we see a lot of CSM that are like triple Forge Fiend, you know, multiple units of Obliterators, and it's very shooting heavy, right?
Yeah.
But on these tables, you can actually afford to lean heavier into the combat and then just jump from ruin to ruin and just rip things apart. So as soon as I saw your list, I was like, wow, that's got so many combat elements in it. I love it. It's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, the best thing I could say, I had a game against the Deathwatch this morning, and like every Deathwatch player, he was hiding everything into a single ruin. That was indeed this moment zone, but that was the crucible of battle. So we close apart. I got the first one, move the Reno in the middle, behind the ruin, and when he asked me, how far can you go? I'm like, I don't know the map because I'm bad, but more than 24. He was like, all right, I don't see how I can play this game, and turn 2, get both of the units out and kill everything.
Yeah.
I mean, Chosen kill really without any problem 10 marines.
Yeah.
Even with armor of content.
Yeah.
But I get to Vect with Cypher.
Yeah. And that's why it's really good to have 2 units as well. Because if they're going to overwatch you, you can go, cool, I'm going to throw 2 units out. You can overwatch one of them, but then the second one's going to hit you and kill those Desolators.
And being in the Rhino, you cannot be out of content, or people never do that because you just stay in if you choose to over-supplement you. So I rapidly ingress the process again, always against Deathwatch.
Yeah.
Because, alright, I'm in, you didn't host me, I'm T6.
Yeah.
Can you kill me with Desolation out of line of sight? No.
Yeah.
No, not a single way.
Maybe one if they're lucky.
Maybe one, or they need to pay for the wounded choose and infantry.
Yeah.
But then, good job, you killed 5 process. Now my Fortune Undivided is gonna come out from strategic reserve and kill 10 man.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, that's really good. So, what factions did you verse in the singles?
I got really lucky in the single because I didn't face any craft or ladder except in the semi. The first game against Knights, difficult matchup. But at least he doesn't have any Warden. So
he doesn't get the neg 1 damage. The neg 1 damage is really big.
Yeah, it's really big. But I mean, a Warden cannot kill a Fortune.
Yeah.
But a Crusader, it was a double Crusader list. One Crusader can kill a Fortune. So 2 of them can really kill all of my Fortune.
Yeah.
So I don't remember who got the first turn, but there was some good win that I could Abaddon within.
Yep.
With Possessed and the Chosen, again the Chosen.
Yep.
I could get out turn 2, I did an all-in, just to keep in this battlefield edge. And he did double me turn 4, except Abaddon that is one operative every turn on an objective. And so I was able to get a 14 on that.
Yep.
And again the Chosen have on this match the Grenade keyword. So you could pop up the Grenade stratagem.
Yeah.
People again sleep on that too much.
Yeah.
Because you can kill on operatives, annoying thing like Changeling or something like that, and even a Knight, you like, I did 3 wounds to you, maybe that you can die. After that, I got to play against, I don't remember quite, against who I played.
Yep.
I know that I got 2 GSC.
Yep. That doesn't matter what order they were in.
I got a GSC on Scramberfield mission.
Yeah.
Ritual and Scramberfield. So I just got to pop objective that I stick with my cultist. He cannot distract on it. So I had my big castle, surround by of objectives that I pop.
Yeah.
And he cannot distract on it, so nothing he can really do on this mission, to be fair. So that was a 16 or 17 for me. I got to play another GSC the morning, the French GSC. The match was more difficult. Then I won with 12 or 13 because he did the mistake to put everything don't you, except for one acolyte unit. And then again, GSC, the key is to keep them oblites on the table. You should never destroy them. Only one undivided fortune is in destroy. I will send you my list so that you can present it.
I'll shout it.
And so the undivided fortune is the only thing that is in reserve. Because he come, kill 10 man neophyte from everywhere. And so turn 1 he can do nothing to you. So you always get to get your Abaddon aura from reroll. And then turn 2 when he come, if you can shoot your obliques within line of sight, you pop up the Overwatch.
Yep.
If you cannot, just pop you out of line of sight, even in Overwatch, on the 10-man acolytes. That destroy within 3, and you almost kill them every time, or you kill 8 to 9, so it's fine. If you kill 9, it's even better, because 1 man is going to stay with the demolition charge and you're really fine. So that's the plan. This is difficult, but with Fortune you can really easy win this match. You need to be careful by spending your CP because you're going to need a lot. The -1 to hit, to make them hit on 6. Even if you roll everything, hitting on 6 is still really hard to get to pass.
I feel like the list has pretty good CP control though, right? Because you've got the Lords for free strats, you've got Abaddon for regenerating CP. You've got pretty good command point control in the list. So
I mean,
and being able to vec them with Cypher as well, because you've got Cypher, so you can. Not only do you have really good control over your command points, but you can actually fuck with their command points, which is really good.
I mean, when you read the strat for CSM, you're like, this is the best strat in the world, except for the corn fight on this one. That is bad. I never did it once. You're like, I need CP to do all of this, and I don't have any CP to do all of this. So Abaddon give you some CP. I don't play a lot in tactical actually. I play mostly in fix. Every game, so if I can get assassination, I'm going for it. I'm like, how many characters do you have? 4, 5? Yeah, assassination teleports, always. Because I don't want to be bothered by drawing first turn, behind enemy line. That's 5 points that I can't make, and overwhelming force, I can't do that either.
I've been going with tactical primarily because I haven't been playing super competitively, and it's just a little bit more exciting and fun. But I found that with tactical, I get an average of between like 20 and 30 secondary points. So when I'm playing and I'm taking it seriously, I look at it and I'm like, well, can I take any fixed that are going to get me more than 30? And if I can, well then obviously I take those. The problem with tactical, as you alluded to, is sometimes those you only get 20, and that's a disaster. The times when you get 30, that's amazing. But if you're only getting 20 victory points from your secondaries, it's pretty bad.
I mean, from the team event, I played only 1 or 2 times tactical, and against your needs from your team, I need to play tactical because it gives nothing. And I had the good, so I did the 40. Against, I don't remember the team that I played, against the needs from New Zealand this time. I got to play tactical and I did 17. Because I did everything that could go wrong. Turn 1 behind enemy line and killing something objective. I go 1, so nothing. Turn 2, engage on all fronts that I can't make with CSM, and I don't tempting target far away from me. Because that was ritual, so I choose the one in my line. So.
The tactical, it is very risky.
And
especially in a team's environment, sometimes you can't afford to take those risks because
you cannot.
It's not fair to the rest of your team who are playing a safe, smart game. You can't just be a cowboy and play whatever you want, right?
And for the maths, when I take assassination fix, on average, I am 44 points. On average, so.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's better than what I would generally get on average on tacticals.
And you are controlling primary pretty well with this list also. Not as good with the 10 thermal bricks, but still as good because you can, for example, against some difficult match, Custodes, you can send just an empty rhino on an objective, and you're like, okay, you cannot kill it with shooting. So do you come out and take the middle one, or do you let me score primary? And sometimes if it come out, you kill him with 3-4 and obliques.
So you're generally taking assassination or bring it down if you can, and then teleport homers, or
almost every time that, because for example you can destroy the changeling. And the fact teleport homers, you don't need to get really within the opponent deployment zone. You just have an inch of the base inside, and you're like, 4 points for me. And the changeling in an angle for the opponent is a pain to deal with. Because sometimes you're just gonna have like some cultist, 5 infiltrator to deal with, and you cannot just deal with him.
So they have to turn something serious around. I actually had a game against a changeling where I had 2 brigands and a Mauler Fiend, and I failed to kill it. Because like first brigand failed his battle shock, can't shoot it. Next brigand failed his battle shock, and I'm like, oh for fuck's sake, the Mauler Fiend charged in, and then he just passed all his 4-up invulnerable saves. I was like, this one like 95 point or however many points the changeling is
Yeah.
Like, I just threw half my army at it and it didn't die.
Imagine in Daemon how strong he is.
Yeah.
Because he's giving -1 to the opponent, and every time you fail about a shock in the Realm of Shadow,
Yeah.
you take mortal wound and he's healed back.
Yeah.
So he's really hard to deal with in Daemon.
Yeah.
TSM is less strong, but that's still a free run operative for not many points. Cypher.
I feel like he synergizes a little bit better with the CSM though, because
Yeah.
he fills a role and he turns on units, he activates them a bit.
Yeah.
So
There is a strat I saw from someone, but I couldn't make it in practice, is you rapid ingress your chunk lane,
yeah.
it goes within 9 or within 12 or something, and you're try to rolling for the 2 or the 6.
Yep.
So you're playing shooting phase, you move everything, you're like up, rapid ingress into your dangerous unit,
Yep.
and I go to roll for the 6 for no shooting.
Yeah.
And I can win you a game like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's really pretty smart. I need to try, but I play against Hornets, so they don't shoot at all. So, yeah.
All right. So and then how's your team gone so far? We're in round. This is what round 5.
5, yeah.
Yeah. This is the end of round 5. So your team's doing well so far.
The team is doing pretty okay, I think.
You put my team in the dirt.
Yeah, we did the best we could. I mean, but I wasn't in Belgium last years, but Belgium have some magic power to put every single one
Yeah.
to a draw. Last year they did the same against Poland.
Yeah.
A draw. For the team, we did a win against Portugal, we did a draw against New Zealand, and losing side of the draw, really close to losing. And we did a draw against you.
Yep.
We won against Norway this morning, and I think we're gonna lose badly into Spain. Right now, my teammates are still playing, and I think we're gonna lose really hard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you're still doing pretty well overall. Like that's that's interesting. How do you think you'll go for the rest of the event? You think you've got some steam left, or you think you're running out of steam?
No, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm really fine. The most exhausting event I did was Invitational in New Mexico with the golden ticket.
Yeah.
Because I got to travel for 16 hours.
Yep.
With a flight, waiting for another flight. I took 3 planes to go.
Yep.
And with a jet lag. This was my first time getting jet lag. I never leave Europe, so.
Well, that's what we're experiencing now. We were 24 hours in the plane.
Yeah.
With the swap over in Abu Dhabi, so when we landed, we were all so knackered.
And
some of us were halfway through the Warmasters singles, we were still experiencing the jet lag.
And this is really tough to deal with, and this is the most exhausting event I experiment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm still pretty fine. A lot of game of 40k, but with CSM, against the good codex, you get to play only 1 hour, so you're pretty chill.
Yeah. And I find with the CSM, the games are either over fast, like you either win fast or you lose fast. Like it's not a grind them out kind of thing. It's like you get those big turns, you win early.
Yeah. And when I made the list, I asked for my teammates do I need to score points?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I need to go against only weak codex.
Yeah.
Or do I build for playing KG, saving points on Eldar, GSC, like that? They was like, okay, go for the most killing thing you can do, and go search for most 20 you can get. So obviously in team I'm doing pretty well because my team is giving me easy match to play against. Team is really different from single. I mean, single I got lucky against not playing against Eldar, but I win against your Custodes too. That was not playing Imperial Knight or playing Custodes. I was already gross. I played against Nyamaket.
Yep.
That was a difficult one. It's a different archetype, and you get single. I mean, you just need to do like 5-11, and you're in.
Yeah.
The team doing 5-11 is pretty pretty bad. So you need to push forward, and they gave me the opportunities to.
Anyway, so it looks like we've got some people pulling in here, so we might wrap it up here. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll be watching the rest of your games because you've got probably one of my favourite lists in the event. So
thank you very much.
I'll be watching it closely because I'll be probably taking some of it, changing a bit to pieces to make it my own, and then taking it back to Australia and doing some games there. So thanks for checking on the show, and talk to you soon. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good shit. You know what to do. And also, if you want to show your support for the channel, head over to blogforthebloodgod.com where you can get merchandise, you can join our Discord community, you can support us on Patreon. There's all different cool ways that you can show your support for this channel, and all support is greatly appreciated. It's going to help me bring out more content more frequently and of higher quality for you guys at home. So thank you again very much for those who do show your support. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
One for the Blood God.
The Warhammer community suffers from some of the most prohibitively expensive essentials in the world, especially Australian content creators. Every single day, Dean wants to create content, but he can't. Suffering from old, worn-out brushes, expensive model kits, and costly software and equipment he can't endure much longer. Just look at this dirty paint water. Would you drink this? Would you let your child? Even a small monthly donation can help provide Dean with clean paint water, basic tools for survival, and access to life-saving information and education. So please, follow the links in the description below and find out how you can sponsor a mad cunt like Dean today and end the suffering. Suffering that is cruel